Once upon a time, in a small village, nestled in the heart of the countryside, there lived a group of children who loved nothing more than to play together in the fields and meadows that surrounded their homes. They spent their days chasing after butterflies, picking wildflowers, and splashing in the nearby stream. One bright summer's day, as they were exploring a nearby forest, they came across a beautiful golden bird with feathers that shimmered in the sunlight. The children were mesmerized by the bird's beauty and were eager to capture it so they could keep it as their own. But as they chased after the bird, it flew higher and higher, left to right, leading them on a wild goose chase throughout the forest. The children ran and ran and ran, their hearts filled with excitement and anticipation. But no matter how hard they tried, they could not catch the elusive bird. Exhausted and dejected, the children finally collapsed onto the forest floor, panting and sweating. As they lay there catching their breath, they suddenly heard a soft voice. "Children, why are you chasing after this golden bird?" It was an old sage who had been watching them from a distance. The children looked up at the sage, surprised by his sudden appearance. "We want to capture the bird and keep it as our own," said one of the children. The sage smiled and said, "But my dear children, the beauty of the bird lies in its freedom. If you capture it, it will lose its beauty and become like any other caged bird." The children looked at each other, realizing the wisdom in Sage's words. They felt ashamed for trying to capture the bird, and they thanked the sage for showing them the error of their ways. The sage continued, "Imagine if you were the golden bird locked in a small cage with no room to spread your wings or fly. How would you feel? Would you still be as beautiful and joyful as you were when you were free?" The children thought for a moment, imagining themselves trapped in a small dark room with no way out. They realized that they would feel scared and alone and helpless. The sage nodded. "That is how the golden bird would feel if you were to capture it. It is important to remember that all living creatures have a natural desire to be free, just as you do. We must respect that desire and allow them to live their lives as they were meant to be lived." The children nodded, understanding the sage's words. They knew that they would never forget this lesson and that they would always treat the world around them with kindness, compassion, and respect. From that day on, the children made it a point to respect the freedom of all living creatures, treating them with kindness and compassion. And as they grew older, they passed down the sage's wisdom to their own children, ensuring that the lessons of the past would never be forgotten. The moral of the story is capturing and possessing something beautiful may bring temporary happiness, but it is only by allowing it to be free that we can truly appreciate its value. We should always treat the world around us with kindness, compassion, and respect, and do our best to help those in need without disrupting their natural way of life.